Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. I am Huck, and man, oh man, this is a long overdue video. I apologize for the lateness, but that's right, we're finally going to talk about all the sales and deals that I picked up in the month of April. That's how busy May was. I couldn't make it back then, but now's the time, right? Look, they had sales for Kino and Shout Factory, and Amazon had their buy three for the price of two. The deals just kept on coming, and we definitely snagged a few. So without further ado, here it is. All right, gang. Look, first I want to say thank you to everybody out there who's been coming to the channel lately. Been getting some nice foot traffic lately. It's picking up a little bit here at the old Pop Culture Cafe. So I want to thank you very much for being such good and loyal subscribers out there. All right, now let's get to it. First, I'm just going to start off with the deals that I found. And some, not so much deals, but I also needed these for the collection. So we're going to do that first. So, all right, here we go. Now, last month I did a Harrison Ford panel with Mega Mike the Movie Man, and we talked about Harrison Ford movies, and I realized I didn't have either of these, and it came as a 2-pack. So I picked up for Harrison Ford The Presumed Innocent, Frantic, and look at this, still sealed, had a slipcover. It was the last one left, and so it was like 20-something bucks. It was like 26. It's like 13 bucks a Blu-ray. Not too bad, man, for snagging those, because I think those are hard to find individually at a good price. Now, the other big deal was my friend Fish had this, which is the Japanese version, because it's an out-of-print title and it goes for way too much money, and that is Working Girl. Look at this amazing Working Girl, y'all. Because I asked him, hey, is the menu like all Japanese and you can't read anything? He goes, no, it's actually the disc itself is the American Blu-ray. The menu, everything is American. The only thing that is this artwork that's clearly not in English, but I've already started the process to create my own artwork, which I will be doing a custom of this soon, and replacing this with the artwork. And because I like this movie so much, I picked up the DVD on sale so I can do a custom consolidation and do a Blu-ray DVD combo right there. Yep. Now, next up was this Scream box, y'all. This was like on sale for $36 something. And it's all the 4Ks, plus you get the bonus disc, which is the Blu-ray set. And I will show you this. This is the one that already is out there. So yeah, I've already opened this. So this I already have. So this is going to become basically a bonus copy, which I'll probably give away or something like that. So what I want to do instead is take Scream 4 and pop that in there. So now I've got sort of that whole first set before Jen Ortega and Melissa Barrera came along. So this is my little box set. Yes, that's not a 4K, but maybe I'll snag that later on. But in the meantime, this is going to be my Scream 4-pack because I don't need that. I got that set over there somewhere. So there you go. That's just an idea I have in mind. So put that right there. Next up is just something I've had in my wish list for a while. It's like one of those old animated movies called Fire and Ice. I love this poster. It's the Frank Frazetta poster. I always love Frank Frazetta's work. And to torture myself, the 70s version of Doctor Strange on DVD. Yes, this is probably awful. It's by Shout Factory. All right, they call it Scream, Shout, whatever. Yeah, so I had a bootleg of this for the longest time. So I am curious how much better this looks. This will be like a one-time watch. This is hot trash, but it's not great. I mean, it's okay. It's what they did back in the day. So these were all just sort of purchases I made on the fly to fill some gaps, and they were cheap and stuff like that. So there you go. Now, next up, we're going to go over the deals that were out there, right? First, we're going to do the Kino Lorber sale. So I got 3 from Kino. Big Get Smart fan with Don Adams. So they got The Nude Bomb. It's a movie that came out in the 80s where Don Adams reprised his role as Agent 86 Maxwell Smart. So, and these were like, $9.99 each. Got the Real McCoy, Kim Basinger, and Val Kilmer. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. And The Chamber, another Gene Hackman movie to add to my massively growing Gene Hackman collection. Love that guy. Next up, oh, actually, so these are two other purchases because they were just on sale. And recently, I just snagged this just before the end of the month. That is Dracula. Didn't even realize that John Williams does the music to this, and I never hear this talked about. So I don't know if it's a very forgettable soundtrack or something that just doesn't fit the tone, but I'm fascinating. I just watched that there's a great John Williams documentary if you have Disney Plus called Music by John Williams. Love the title. And it is an impeccable documentary. So, and they mention this, so I'm curious to check that out. And then this is an out-of-print title that I found on this one website, Alibris, whatever, and that is Arlington Road on Blu-ray. Man, I was excited to find this, and it was like $13. Usually if you go on eBay, this thing is in like much, much higher. So I couldn't believe it. And this is like a legit copy. Disc is good. Popped it in. It's all good to go. What a score, man. My buddy Tim recommended this movie. I loved it. Couldn't wait to add it to the collection. Bummed out when I found out it was sold out, but now it's in the collection. And I also fixed the case too. It's kind of a janky case, but I have a bunch of fresh ones, so it looks brand new, y'all. Now, as we keep going, I want to show off what I got from the Shout Factory sale, like 50% off deal, and I got the Farscape series. This thing is a humdinger of a box, very nice hard box set. I did a big old video on this, so be on the lookout of the unboxing of this, because I got the deluxe edition that came with all kinds of goodies. So if you want to know what came with that, go check out that video. Let's see, what else? Some things I got just because they were like a one-off, super cheap. This thing was like $5.44, I think, Sundown. It's a Vestron video. I have not watched it yet, but, you know, again, a lot of these things just came in. This thing was a long time getting here. It just came in a few days ago. So much for the 2-day Amazon thing. But speaking of Amazon, should we go there? All right, I'll save the Amazon stuff, and we'll go to the Target deal. Target had some sales going on as well, and of course I have the red card, so it was free shipping and 5% off of all of these, so like 38 bucks total to get all these. Picked up Westworld, the movie, The Hunt, which I liked quite a bit, very cool, and then 2 DVDs, mentioned this already, Working Girl was one, and Shoot to Kill. Man, this thing is, I cannot believe this is only on DVD. Sidney Poitier, Tom Berenger, Brown, Clancy Brown, you know, it's a good movie. Roger Spottiswoode directed this thing. So yeah, so that was my little Target run. And now let's go ahead and do all those deals that we had coming at us, just right in our face over there at Target. So this is the 3 for like buy 2, get 1 free. So you got to kind of match the prices. So this is what I did. I snagged UHF, which I've already watched. Absolutely hilarious. Loved it. Picked up the collector's edition Escape from New York. I know the 4K is out, but because the 4K is out, this thing dropped to rock bottom prices, like $13 or something like that. I've never been a massive Escape from New York fan, so I didn't need that $30-something upgrade. That will do just fine. And I've been finally wanting to get this Outland. It's been sort of waffling, you know, between that $15 and up price. It wouldn't drop much lower than that, but because it was finally a sale, it got pretty cheap, like around 12 or something like that. Now, the next 3-pack, again, you try to match the prices. So we went with Adam's Family Values, which I also love. This thing is hilarious. So there's the 2-pack of the Blu-ray and then the other 4K. So I'm trying to think if I want to consolidate all these into like a 2-pack like they did with the Blu-rays. All right, next up, definitely wanted this on 4K, and that is A Few Good Men. Finally, with the deal, this made it super cheap. Love that. And of course, I'm trying to keep this Roger Corman Classics going. I want to make a nice little box set with these, and that is Forbidden World, another cheesy Corman classic, man. So I've got like Galaxy Galaxy of Terror, Piranha. Now I've got this, so I might grab a few more of these Corman classics to make a nice deal. Also, now we just had the 3 for 33 4Ks, so here we go. Finally picked up Godzilla -1. Man, patience is a virtue. Got it for 11 bucks. Singing in the Rain. Add that to the collection, and of course San Andreas, which I think is an outstanding disaster movie, all for 11 bucks. And finally, rounding out all these sales, y'all, over at Groove, it picked up like 2 for $16, so $8 each. We snagged American Fiction. Absolutely fantastic, man. Jeffrey Wright just kills it in that movie. If you haven't seen it, check that out. And Abigail. Yep. Guess what? 2 weeks after I ordered this, the 4K was announced and is coming out. So I'm like, okay. So, but too late. You know, I got this. There's no sending it back. So I will be very happy with this version, the Blu-ray. You know, it's one of those things, much like Renfield. Renfield went for like an entire year, and then we got the 4K. And I want to say the same thing happened. I finally bought Renfield like almost a year later, and then like a month later, there's the 4K. So thanks to me, it happens, right? So it's my little thing. When I do that, you guys get the 4K. All right, that's going to do it for now, y'all. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you guys did anything during all these sales, what did you get? Let me know in the comments below what you scored. But in the meantime, get on down there, like, subscribe, smack the bell, leave a comment, and share it with all your friends. In the meantime, I got some movies to watch, y'all. Thank you to all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now.